So I wanna get something clear. These things that I'm posting about the things that are all in one way or another created by the lack of respect we give to Mother Earth and the lack of communicating with her as the tribal cultures did, to be able to avoid these things or understand when they're coming, how to like work around them without having so much damage. The one thing about this country and the rescue efforts and everything that happens after a storm, it's always like things that happen after the storm. You know, it's almost like you're more reactive than proactive. Proactive, you would be like, let's talk to Mother Earth and let's figure out how the tribal people did it, and let's try to, like, as these things come, try to work with them instead of trying to figure them out and trying to then blow them up or something. Let's change the water temperature of the Atlantic, and then maybe we'll be able to let's see. How about like blowing up an atomic bomb inside the storm and seeing what happens then? Just go to the eye and just like drop a a small scale atomic bomb. So I'm not. As I said, I sometimes I post that song by Tool and a lot of the things I'm talking about. He's singing about, and it's not that I took that song and decided to go out and all of a sudden make a whole bullshit story about it. The song talks about the same things that I communicate with Mother Earth and the sun and everything around us, as tribal cultures did, as I did in many past lives as a shaman. So it happened for me in 2001. It happened to me in 2012. Just before 2001, I moved away from New York as I was working across the street from to Broadway, across the street from Twin Towers. 2 years before we moved to Florida. In 2012, I left New Jersey. 2011, I left New Jersey to go to Occupy Wall Street, live in the park for 2 months, and then I got Guillain-Barré syndrome, and I had a feeling I had to leave New Jersey, being here for a short amount of time, but still not feeling very comfortable. A couple of years, I think, 2 or 3 years before I went to Occupy. 2007, 3 years. Then I was forced back into New Jersey after getting Guillain-Barré syndrome from a flu shot, and that made me see why I didn't want to be in New Jersey during 2012, at least by the shore, which is where I was staying. And now another 11-year cycle, 2023, and I'm feeling the same feelings that I felt the last 2 times. You just, Mr. Yushi, I think maybe you're just you're projecting your fears onto the situations that are happening right now around us, and they keep on happening. And what I was told by my spirit guides and my and communicating with the especially the trees in the backyard of the house that I no longer own, and the plants, communicating with them and getting that information. And then just putting it out, and sometimes you have to like, um, I guess like, again, I don't plan this, but whatever I said in those videos that was lashing out at people that some one way or the other did something that was not right to me, because I don't care what anybody believes me to be. I don't want anybody hurt. I would prefer loving everyone instead of hating anyone. Um, um, not that I hate everyone, but I just don't like your civilization and what you've done with it. Last time I was here, I was mine, and then I send it out of here. Now, since nothing is really linear, with even reincarnation, because everything is you can experience something that from the past, before something from not so far back in the past. So in other words, I was an African American slave brought over by Africa, by the slave owners to work, and I was. I was Irish coming in. I was Italian coming in. I was Asian coming in. In all those lives, I was not a shaman. Or I was, but the way I am now, kind of like, But now, there has been past lives where I actually was a shaman. In many tribal cultures, and those tribal cultures, were much smarter and more in tune with their surroundings, Mother Earth, and what their purpose was supposed to be. Everybody's the human purpose. When you get to this planet, the human purpose is to take care of Mother Earth, right? And then take care of everyone around you, all the other living creatures. That is the purpose. Everything else is what you want to do with this life that your soul wants to understand, learn, and grow, and send out here. But the main purpose is your, like again, teaching a child how to, like, I don't know, take a shit and eat with a fork. You know what I mean? Just take care of the planet and take care of each other. There's a God, there's a creator. Whether you believe this or not, and whatever you believe in out there, the creator wants you to do two things: take care of the planet that is allowing you to live on it, and then take care of the people that inhabit this planet. Make them equal to you, please. Imagine if the cells of a body, if a few of those cells decided to become, I don't know, slave owners or entrepreneurs or business owners, I don't know, politicians, whatever it is. Whatever you guys end up fighting for money and getting more of and losing it, and then, having to share the money with other human beings, only the ones that you pick. That is by far the worst thing you can do in a time where Mother Earth is shifting. She's waking. Kali Yuga is ending. And this 11-year cycle after the 2012, Mayan. Oh, well, you see, nothing happened after that. Oh, the Mayan calendar was just bullshit. It was just no, it wasn't. It was the let's see. The first test before the final, you get, just to see how they do it. Oh, they did already around 2012. They were all getting together, but then all of a sudden money just pull them apart again. So now they're wearing masks, and I don't know, there's some kind of virus on this. Oh shit! You see, looking down into your civilization from any kind of like other dimension or higher plane or God. What they're seeing is a bunch of fools killing each other and fighting, wasting your time, um, um, you know, doing something other than taking care of the planet completely, and then taking care of every other human being that is born, every child born in existence. If that child wasn't supposed to be born because of, you said things that most people get abortions because they can't afford the kids, or they're too young, and you know, it's the rape is, I mean, but that's it's most are unwanted because of money. So for all your pro-life people out there, it's like, well, if there was any money, there'd be no reason to abort anything, and all of a sudden, every child born would be taken care of like a child in a tribe. When a child is born into a tribe, um, everyone in that tribe becomes, uncle and aunt, and that tribe becomes, that child becomes something that they can then, take care of from birth to death. Not charging it an existence and live, just giving it a purpose to go out and and contribute to the tribe, but at the same time not aspire to be a CEO of a major corporation that goes and takes other tribes and just goes and just rapes them all. So that's my belief. So I just want to make sure, again, everybody can. I'm not doing any of these videos. I'm not saying any of this stuff to be, let's see, Mr. Angry John, or let's see, what else was I considered based on the comments that I got. Blaming other people for your problems. What do you do? But what you're seeing, and when you're seeing me doing that, it really isn't me at all. I mean, it's me, but it's not. I don't plan any of that shit. I don't plan doing this either. It's just at the moment when it's right, it comes through me, and I'm asked to turn on the camera, and I turn it on, and I do this. Sometimes I'm a little more confident based on the amount of time that I've not between sleep stages, it seems that the more sleep deprivation that I can get within a certain amount of time, the more confident I am in what is coming through to me, and it comes out through a lot better. Then I get out and 8 hours sleep, and then so and I don't have. I mean, I'm just moving my feet because it'd be nice if I had some music and I was dancing. Yeah. But I don't feel like doing that. I just right now, it's just for some reason everything that's happened, and again going back to the lack of belief that it's not so much that I was supposed to do this or not. It's like, oh my God, I did all this crap and I lost everything. It's like, what should I have done that? How it's like, oh my God, no, I'm not saying that, because everything that I did was planned out somewhere in one way or another, because it was I didn't do any of it. It just so it's not right now. I put music on. And I do a little tribal dancing for myself and stuff. But do I need to really do it out there in certain places where then they're either gonna laugh at me, call the cops on me, because it happens to a place that I feel comfortable doing it. That shopping the parking lot on the Marshall side, the shopping right parking lot in front of that tree, I felt so comfortable that energy vortex there is just now, again, it's just neat. It's just sitting there. Poor tree I came by the other day, it's starting not to look that good again. And it's not because my stuff was hanging on there. It's because my stuff wasn't hanging on there with enough energy, and especially trying to fight off all the other negativity that was around there and surrounded it. So these are the reasons I'm doing this. I'm doing this because I've discovered my purpose based on activation of my DNA and my cap that's on human souls. That somebody through a very intense healing and activation, I felt all of a sudden a flood of information I mean, I could have told you this, a lot of the stuff I'm saying now 12 years ago, 11 years ago when I was in Occupy, and then, 2001. But not so much so because of the things around me that were stopping me from doing that and understanding more of that. And every phase of that 11-year cycle became clearer. And then this phase is like, okay, well, we have how many years now? Oh, shit. It's like, yeah. So, that's it. For the people that are doing me wrong, and I don't want to go over it again, but there is people that are doing me wrong, and are still doing me wrong for the things that I'm doing right now, and because, well, I mean, I don't want to say it in an egotistical kind of like God complex, but if Jesus was around doing the shit that you read in the Bible that he was doing right about now, you throw him all into a fucking mental institution. Get it? Yes, you would. You think he's going to walk into the Vatican and say, hey, guys, take off all the robes now. Take all that bullshit off. That was not me. Jesus. He's going to come and save you, right? If you hung somebody on a cross, bleeding to death, and then, I mean, whatever, you think he would want to come back and take a chance of you doing it again? So that's kind of the stuff I'm talking about. But I do it in certain ways that sometimes it's loud, sometimes it's, it all depends on what energy is coming through to me to express it to that group of people that seem to be more understanding when it's more, activist like and sometimes now I'm doing this because my guides are telling me, just do it slow for a little bit and see if that people will listen to you instead of like judging you. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. Again, I don't have any of this planned out, so if it doesn't come through, then, I'm just gonna I might just pause it for a second, see what, yeah, we'll see. Excuse me. Pause this. Money, I guess it's meant to be spent, right? I mean, it's like I don't save anything anymore. There's nothing I can own. I cannot save anything anymore. Because everything's so expensive now, especially being out here. So I cannot save everything. And it's almost like I know for some people, they feel comfort in money, like they'll pull it close to them and hold on to it, and just like they'll throw it up in the air and then just like put it on the bed and just go roll around and shit. They love money. For me, it burns a hole in my pocket. It's a coin that was handed to a human being. Ages ago. Just before, when you went from the hunters and gatherers to like, the greedy traders, and then just trading everything instead of just like sharing it. All coming from Europe mostly. The mind like grew 500, I think, different types of 300 to 500 different types of potato, of sweet potato and potato, and they're the first people to develop hydroponics, because some of those, you watch some of those structures have like these, the pyramids have like these middle parts where they have just like indents where plants were placed and water and nutrients would run down, and that's how they did like all this really good planting on these structures that they were built for them, or they, I don't want to say, but instead of having to try to farm on the rough Mexican and South American terrain, some of it pretty tough. So whether you want to believe me or not, I mean, I'm just saying, other than maybe walking on water, what else do you think Jesus, if you're Jesus did, other than because he didn't openly smoke weed in front of you, or because he didn't openly take I guarantee I was there. There was a lot of plant-based medicines that even they were taking to communicate, because that's really the only way you can liberate that tie that money has on you, and the society that wants you. Well, if you can't do it, if you need that stuff to do it, then saying, no, it's what you're supposed to be using. It's like you have tools, right? You're not gonna try and nail a nail into the wall with your hand when you could have a hammer, it's a tool. Plant medicine is a tool. Used the right way and taught to use the right way, can help you communicate with the planet and take care of each other as human beings. I mean, I want to repeat again. Those are the only two. They're not even commandments. They're the only two, requests from something that created you. And put you here. So, I don't know. So I don't even feel like dancing, playing music or drumming right now. Especially the things that I was doing that and now jeopardize. I got one other case pending that's that's the car thing, and that's going to be coming up soon. And if something happens to me, I get arrested again for trespassing because I'm see, this is what day one guy says. Even though I want to go out there and freaking do the things that it's day one guy is not channeling the energy to do it. He's trying to create the energy to do it. You stay up for a little bit longer than that into day two, and then that fear goes away. Day three completely is abolished, and you're a powerhouse. You're going to go out there and lead a march into what's wrong, because if you have to fight and march and protest against something that's wrong, that means what's wrong is in charge. So why don't you just, and if you're gonna just take out what's wrong, take out the cause of what's wrong, which is money, because it was handed to that first human being that spread it, and it conquered the world. It became the tool that replaced every whip, every everything that would beat down a slave and keep them believing that they're slaves and not that they were warriors and slaves. So, I think that's it for now. 25 minutes. I got nobody else to talk to, so and at least I don't believe anything else was stolen yet. I won't know sometimes until the next day when I'm looking for it. It's like, oh shit. So I did. The guy from the hotel was nice enough for me to give me the room tonight in anticipation of me getting my money on this morning, which is I did around 2 o'clock in the morning. I took it out and I gave it to him, so I can have a room for tonight, and I'll have it for like one or two more nights. I know I'm blowing money being in the room that I don't have anyway. But like I said, everything goes, man. Um, everything goes quickly. If there's anything, good luck. Namaste.